As you guys already know, the off season is off to a hot start in regards to drama. We've already covered the whole Brandon Ayuk situation. You can find those videos on the channel. But now it's time to talk about drama between the 49ers offensive linemen, Jonathan Feliciano and Spencer Burford. And I'll before we get into it, I'll tell you why we're even here to begin with. So, in one of the crucial plays in the Super Bowl towards the end of the game, there was a pressure by Chris Jones where he came through unblocked. You can see in the photo right here from Bleacher Report. So, essentially, what had happened is there was a miscommunication. There was some form of error on the offensive line up front. The problem is 99% of people don't understand offensive line play. And so when they start talking and assigning blame, half the time they're blaming someone who isn't even a part of it. And that's kind of where this got started. So everyone was blaming Colton McKivitz for missing an assignment. But because they don't understand offensive line play, they don't understand that Chris Jones wasn't Colton's guy. That's not how it works. That's not how protections work. And again, people don't understand offensive line play, so that they just start yapping about what they think. This is a very similar situation that happened to Mike McGlinchey last year, but it's happened to Colton McKivitz in the Super Bowl. So as a result of that, Jonathan Feliciano came to Colton's defense, but kind of unfortunately, in coming to Colton's defense, he kind of threw Spencer Burford under the bus, whether right or wrong, regarding the actual like miscue. Again, it's out there in the public, it's open, and everyone can see it. And so we're gonna take a look at kind of what was said back and forth. And you can see in Jonathan Feliciano, he actually quote tweeted a video that was assigning blame to Colton McKivitz. And he basically said, well, since you know everything, you would know that that's actually not on Colton, which again, he's coming to the defense of Colton McKivitz, but it also again reiterates that someone else is to blame. And in the thread on that tweet, you can kind of see how people are asking, like, well, what needs to be done here? And Jonathan Feliciano says a quick chop is not needed if the guy that was supposed to block him blocks him. So again, a missed assignment, which puts that on Spencer Burford. And then Spencer Burford chimes in and says, sheesh, I just opened this app and this is what I see. He says, get well soon, bro. And then Jonathan Feliciano responded later saying, I'm sorry, bro. I woke up hungover and being a bitch in trying to have one's back, I hurt you. It's effed up, and I apologize. You got nothing but greatness ahead of you. I'm sorry, bro. So you can kind of see how this all plays out, and I'll show you. I'll show you the clip. Geoff Schwartz does a great job, kind of breaking it down how he sees it. Again, we don't know the exact call, we don't know the exact technique or what's being asked of them. We can only assume, but you'll see here in a second kind of what went into the play and why people are so confused by it. But again, it's unfortunate. A big game of this magnitude, everyone's trying to blame someone, and of course, you have got people blaming the wrong person, and then coming to the defense of that person, and kind of throws the guy who actually made the mistake to the wolves, and then this whole back and forth situation. So I understand. I understand by both sides. Spencer Burford took responsibility for it in a later tweet, talking about how he needed to fan out and he went the wrong way. He took accountability for it. Feliciano took accountability for kind of throwing him out there. So I get, again, it's just a whole lot of, it's not the greatest thing in the world. But hey, man, these guys, they hopefully squash the beef, and we'll figure it out. But if you want to kind of see from an offensive lineman's perspective the play and in question who's responsible. Take a look right here as Geoff Schwartz kind of breaks it down from his perspective.
All right, let's talk about this play. Everyone's asking me about it. Let's talk it through. Third down, forced the field goal here at the end. Play's pretty foobar. I just don't like the general protection from the beginning. So it's third down. The Chiefs have been dialing up pressure on third down at the end of this game to get Purdy off his spot and force these throws. So you call it protection where you basically pop the center. I guess you're trying to get this, when McCaffrey has this action right here, you're trying to get the defense to bite on this action, but I don't terribly like it. Could just block here, 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 and here and be fine. It's a semi 5.5 man protection. I don't know the exact rules here, but I do know that the right guard probably has the missed assignment here, right? Because you're going to protect the A gap here with the left guard because he's pulling, right? And you want Trent to block down. So you're going down, down, and he's pulling out here to kick out. So the A gap, this A gap right here is taken by 65. Now, I get the right guard, maybe thought, okay, well, I got to protect the front side A gap in this situation. Okay, but really with only one guy there, not two. If two were in there, yeah, he probably would come down, but one guy, that's the left guard's guy, right? You can see here how they are essentially, going to have 1, 2, 3 here, right? Now, this is where the foobar kind of happens, right? So, look, is this a two-man protection on empty? So it's 1, 2 for 1, 2, 3. Is it a three-man protection? 1, 2, 3. Let's go here. It says 3-man. Is it 1, 2, 3 for 1, 2, 3? It kind of changes how this goes. Also, there's a school of thought that if at the snap of the ball, he comes from right here, okay, and he hits right here, that you let him go for the quarterback. So let's just say here, for sake, the right guard goes here, the right tackle goes here, and you can see here, he's helping on Jones with the hand, right, because he knows Kittle is going to chip the defensive end and pop. Actually, Kittle here is going to be open, right, if he pops right to here, man coverage here, maybe not. You can see the right tackle certainly thinks that the right guard's going to come here. He's going to help on Jones because you want to double Jones as much as possible. And then he's going to pop back out late. See the right hand right there? Help. Right guard's here. Pop out late on the guy Kittle's going to chip. Boom. And, he's in good position here if this defensive end's way out here. The other school of thought possibly is that because these three, right, have 1, 2, 3, that you could have 74 on 20 and 68 come down here. It doesn't look like they're doing that. It looks like, again, that 74 should be here. 68 should have his hand here, helping here with Kittle. And 20 is the guy you throw. I mean, this guy's a long way away, right? It's a long way to go. If you block out here, he's looking at McCaffrey. You should be able to get this ball out. The problem is I don't like this protection, right, in this situation. Why pop the center? What are you trying to get here? It's man coverage. Who are you trying to fool, right? It's not it's just, especially in the second half, they've been down with the pressure. You could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or have them squeeze on, have 74 block 20, go here and here, and you get a handle with. I just don't like the call per se in the situation. Again, looks like the right guard has the bust here. It happens, he's trying to, again, I think he's got to protect his A gap. The problem is only one guy here, and it's the left guard's guy. So there you go.